Hi everybody, this is Single Mom on the Grind coming to you just with some food for thought. And I'm sitting here, it's 12 midnight on December the 9th, 2020, and I just had a lot that I was thinking about, and also thinking about going into the year 2021, which I'm hoping and praying that everything's just a blessing. Update and report, I have 2 more tests out of 6 left. For my job certification, I was telling you guys I was doing that. I also, on the side, have been putting together an app that I'm gonna actually get assistance with a company to put together around March of 2021. I'm excited about it. It's moved me closer to my goal as to what I want to start as far as the tutoring nonprofit that I've been putting together some things for. I just wanted to touch base with you and speak to those of you out there who are feeling some kind of way, feeling like you just don't know what's coming, how things are going to work out for you. I just want to give you some word of encouragement. I have to confess, like I said, this is turning passion to profit by the way of transformation. It's like my transformation is unfolding through these videos. Some of them will probably come out 2021, of course being recorded in 2020, but they're still designed to give you encouragement, letting you know that the one thing that I've learned so deeply in 2020 is that you have to begin to love yourself and truly love yourself in order for things to move forward. You don't know how much of dislike you have for yourself sometime until you begin to push yourself to move forward and do things that you so passionately been wanting to do, but realizing that you're your own stumbling block, you're your own obstacle. I am coming to you with a word of encouragement that I always tell someone. I just shared a story with you. I had someone come into my job maybe a good 6 or 7 years ago, and there were some kids that just was being unruly out in the store where I worked, and the gentleman had the audacity to say something about the parents and things of that nature. And it's great and it's easy to brush it off that the parent is allowing the kid to do that. Of course they are, but I had to give him a scenario, and I had to have him pictured in his head so that he could see where I'm coming from. And I was asking him, I said, okay, you have parents who have not been given values, so they're starting out at a deficit, which let's say is a half a glass of water. Then you know, of course, they have children. Brokenness create brokenness. Um, it's pretty much what it boils down to. And I told him, I said, well, just imagine that half glass of water, and you on the outside telling that person to fill that empty cup full with water. And I said, you cannot take a half glass of water and fill an entire glass. And if you really want to get scientific about it, by osmosis, the water evaporates from one vessel to the other. And I said that to let him know that sometimes people can't pour into anything or any other vessel, even their children, if they're not equipped to have those things. It takes a parent with motivation to figure it out. What they were not given, they have to take upon themselves to learn, to have desire to love, have desire to teach their kids and learn more. With that being said, the one thing in my transformation that I realized for me in 2020, loving myself has been the most difficult thing. And I realized that, you know what, I had a wonderful mom and my dad. He was, just say he was a provider, but there were still things not poured into me that I am trying to pour into my children now. You know, I love you. the hugs or the kisses and things that I did not receive as a child, not knowing how important they are. And the thing that is so crazy is I had had to get used to my kids showing me love. Wanting to, Mom, can I get a kiss? Mom, can I get a hug? I had no idea how difficult those things are. So I'm just saying that the first thing that I impart unto you today or this morning, very early this morning, is to take steps to learning to love yourself. Because as I begin to love myself and enjoy my presence of myself, then the things that I'm doing and imparting into my kids begin to be more easy. The thing about it is you have to get used to accepting love. And if you don't get used to accepting love, it's going to be difficult for you to even love yourself. To love yourself and forgive yourself for mistakes that you've made, for mistakes that you're going to make. We all are on a journey, as I said to you before. This is not something that, okay, you're going to perfect it and you're done. It's always, as long as you're getting older and growing and moving towards your positive things, you're going to be learning the entire time. But the one thing that I'm learning that's so hard for me is to enjoy the process. Even with mistakes, to enjoy the process. So I'm just coming to you this morning to just let you know that you're not alone. And guess what? We're never going to be alone. But the biggest thing is to accept the fact that a lot of times we don't love ourselves enough. That's why we allow other broken people to come into our lives, and we try to fill each other void, not realizing that with God, we have to fill our own void. We have to begin to love ourselves so that we can be more of an asset to the ones that are coming to our lives that we say we love. So just in 2021, I'm hoping to just really put this out before then. It's love yourself. And once you begin to love yourself, I am believing in God that as I learned have had the experiences and the things that have happened to me, the friends gain or the friends lost, or even learning how to realizing that I don't have to be on guard all the time. And for past cycles, I've placed myself on the defense. I'm waiting for you to do something. I'm ready and I'm preparing myself. And even in that, I lose sight, or you lose sight of the moment that you need to be living in and learning in. I'm not saying let your guard down entirely, because we do have vultures out there. We do have people who want to take advantage, and we do have people who want to use you. I'm not saying don't be on guard for those things, but to lighten up, to be able to be loved, and to truly know or learn, or in the process of learning. This year I've been reading different books, segments of books and things, and listening to different inspirational YouTubes, and it's been a help for me in 2020. It's been a learning process for me. So I encourage you all to start 2021 in loving yourself. I know that I have lost and have missed opportunities with people who were wanting to come into my life, who have been in my life, but don't necessarily stay for whatever reason. I had to realize that I got to start fixing what is broken inside of me. And if you can understand, with God's help and your consistency to persist to move forward, that you can begin to start building yourself up again in a positive manner. You know what? You may not have gotten love when you was a child, but that doesn't mean you can't accept and receive and to learn how to love. So I'm coming to you guys, single mom on the grind. It's so early and I'm tired, but I felt the urge to get this message out, to at least record it so I could put it out later to let you know I want you to begin loving yourself. I want you to look into the mirror and say, I forgive myself for the mistakes that I have made, for the opportunities that I have lost, and I'm ready to begin again. And that is to start loving myself. Just say those things and look in the mirror and be serious about it. If there's something that you want to change about you, not what someone else says, but that you want to change about you that will make your life better, begin to move in that direction. I had no idea that turning passion to profit by way of transformation would lead into a journey for myself, truly a journey for myself. I had no idea because it's hard to face how broken you are. It's hard to face that, you know what, my glass didn't start off full. Because based on our environment, we all feel that our glass is filled. Not realizing that when we get out there in the big world, that our glass is at a very big deficit. And it's not that you can't change it, but you have to be susceptible to realizing I didn't get a full glass. And for whatever reason, maybe your parents did not get a full glass either, but they can't impart on you what they don't have inside. So with God's help, the divine help, or whoever you believe in, you begin to learn and to understand that, you know, there's not a perfect being, however perfect they may be. A perfect relationship, however perfect it may seem on the outside, you never know what's going on the inside. We try so hard as human beings to begin to put on this facade or this illusion to other people that we live in a perfect life, and not realizing that we're dying inside. And the saddest part is that if you have children, they're seeing it. The one thing about kids, you can't pull the wool over their eyes. They're very bright and intuitive beings, more intuitive at a younger age than they are as they get older. Some of that they let die out, or for whatever reason don't take. If the parent is not there to pull, how do you feel? You know, that intuitiveness out of them, then, you know, they get away from it. But it's not a lost cause. I think the first thing that I've always try to share, not just with myself in the mirror or with other people, is start with you. Begin loving you. And then the rest will come. I don't know what all I have lost this year. Only next year will tell the tale. Bring forward the best, and things will drop off. You know, I'm always been a type of person. Stop looking outside to see where your problem is. Always begin to turn inwardly and say to yourself, what could I have done better? Not what someone did to me, not what someone has said to me, not what someone has not given me. What could I have done to make the situation better? And what I've realized in 2020, there's a lot of things that I need to do within myself to make myself better. You can't give someone a full glass if you're not full. If you're striving to be that, they will learn to begin to fill their cups. Missing pieces and missing parts. You have to understand that there are going to be a lot of those. Because whether we want to realize or not, even the richest family have dysfunctionality. But you can begin to change those things, because you're going to draw in what you put out there. So love yourself. And if your desire to bring someone in who loves you, then that will come. You're going to attract that. So this is Single Mom on the Grind. Early this morning, coming to you with, I guess, a light bulb coming on for myself. Is that I have to be a little bit more lenient on the fact that I have to face the fact that I didn't get a full cup. So all this has just been a learning process, and I feel, you feel like you're treading water. Trust me, if you put in the work, you're not treading water. You're going to come out on the other side. It's difficult, and I have my crying moments because I say to myself, I never knew that I was that broken. When you're broken inside and haven't chosen to push forward to repair parts of yourself you don't even want to remember anymore, then you can't heal. And this year it's been a process, but with God, my higher power, I've been overcoming, and it's like overcoming every day. It's been a lot of hyperventilating days. I have to take a moment and take deep breaths because some things is you don't want to say anything to hurt anybody. My Achilles heel is the fact that I don't like telling people how I really feel because I don't want to hurt their feeling. But 2021, it's a new year for me. I'm not going to just rain over your parade and just be nasty with what I'm saying. I'm just not going to be afraid to speak my mind for myself. So you all make sure you have a wonderful rest of the week. Just process what I'm saying to you. Is a scary thing. I love you guys. Be encouraged. Hopefully before December is out, I will be able to come back and give a new year message. But I love you. This single mom on the grind, turning passion to profit by way of transformation. I had no idea what I was getting into, but welcome to the journey. Bye.